I believe everybody can hear me now. Those of us on YouTube, can you hear me? Type 111. If you're on Instagram and you can hear me, please type 111. Those of us on Zoom, I believe you can hear me. All right, thank you very much. So you're all welcome to today's episode. So today, I'm really excited. We'll be picking up from where we started. So today, we'll be discussing about the building blocks to writing a powerful sales funnel copy. So I'll be giving you the structure of how a powerful sales funnel copy look like. Now, this topic may be stretched for like 5 sections because I want to take it bit by bit on how to understand how to write a sales copy that can sell out any of your products or services, all right? So today, I'm going to be starting with what I call the headline. Now, when you're writing a sales copy for a sales funnel, there is a structure to writing a sales copy for a sales funnel. So the first thing you need to pay attention to is your headline. Now, what's a headline? A headline is the first thing people see on your copy that attracts their attention, that captivates their attention, and wanting them to know more, to read further. Okay, and if for you to even generate a headline in today's world, we are a fast-growing digital age whereby anything you don't know can be given to you. And there is even a software that even supplies, that gives you headline, like that can help you generate different types of headline. But before you go ahead to use those software, I want you to understand the concept behind headline generation. All right, so headline can also be called a subject. You can call it your title. You can call it your opening. All right. So the key focus of a headline or a title or an opening or your subject is curiosity. In today's time and age, the attention of a human span is less than that of a goldfish. So people are always in a scrolling mode. And that is why your headline must be curiosity driven. It must grab attention. All right. So when you're writing a headline, one thing that should come to your mind is that you need to ask yourself, is this headline that I'm writing, this title that I'm writing, or this subject that I'm writing, is it curiosity driven? Does it pique the audience curiosity enough to make them want to read what I am writing? This is a critical question you need to ask yourself. All right. Does it pique the curiosity of your audience? Does it pique it enough? Does it make them want to know more? If yes, if your answer is yes, then congratulations to you. You've just succeeded in hooking the attention of your audience to your copy. All right. Now, this is the secret. The secret of a powerful headline is what? Curiosity. You must ensure that your headline is curiosity driven. All right. Very, very important. Your headline must be curiosity driven. Now, knowing that your headline must be curiosity driven, because that's the power. The power is curiosity. Because with curiosity, you grab their attention, you hook their attention and grab their attention and make them hunger to wanting to know more, to reading in depth to know more. All right. And last week I said it's also important to make use of relevant, what do they call it? Relevant things that are happening, like a headline or a trending topic. That will also pique curiosity. And I taught us on how to, in our last episode, I taught us how to identify different curiosity of your audience by knowing who your audience are. All right. So having said that, I need you to note that your opening, which is your headline, your subject, remember you can call it a headline, you can call it subject, you can call it your opening, you can call it title. Your opening must pique curiosity. Everybody type that in the comment section. My opening must pique curiosity. All right. There must be a promise of more. A promise of more information or more revelation, a promise of a transformation for them if they continue reading. They must pick that idea. Okay? There must be a transformation for the people who will read your headline, meaning there is a promise to know. They want to know more. There is something they are looking for, and that's why they are forced to know more. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now will be the best time for you to share this video. Share this live video, tap on the share button, share it to your friends on different groups you are on WhatsApp, on your WhatsApp status, on all your social media. Share and let's get this room filled up. Let's get this room filled up. All right, so invite your friends. And if you're just joining us, you're welcome. My name is Eminent, Augusta, and today we are talking about the building block of writing a sales copy for your sales funnel. All right, so do well to like this video, smash the subscription button, or follow this page. For those of you on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, turn on post notification. If you're on Instagram, follow this page, turn on post notification so that you will not miss out on every section that we are having. All right, so that you'll be notified whenever we are going live. All right, and once you subscribe or follow, come to the comment section and type follow or subscribe. I have a special gift for all of you that are new subscribers today. So once you subscribe and turn on post notification, come to the comment section and type subscribe. I have a special gift that was $85 that I'll be giving you once I see your comments that you've subscribed in the comment section. All right, so having said that, let's continue. Those of you on Zoom, you can go there and do your duty. All right, so we are talking about curiosity-driven headlines. So talking about headlines, there are 4 types of headlines that you can use alternatively on your sales copy. You can even use it on your sales funnel. All right, the first type of headline is what I call the breaking news. The breaking news headline. Some people call it new discovery headline. For example, you can say, the scam called democracy. The scam called democracy. That's a breaking news. So tell me, when I say breaking news, the scam called democracy, would that pique curiosity? Would that captivate your attention, wanting to listen and know more? Wouldn't you be curious? Of course, obviously, you'll be curious. You want to know more. All right, so here, your headline can start with a phrase like, breaking news that blah, 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 blah. Or the scam called blah, 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 blah. Or new discovery, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. Now, the essence is when you're using breaking news as a headline or new discovery, you must ensure that whatever follows the phrase breaking news must be a negative comment. Whatever follows the phrase new discovery must be a negative comment. A negative comment must always follow suit. All right, so always tie them to something negative to make people wonder what you are talking about and increases their curiosity to know more. All right, so you can also use the breaking news headline alongside your title or your subject. Trust me, this strategy can be used in anything, more especially if you're an email marketer. When you're writing emails, you can also use this strategy. All right, so that is the first type of headline. The second type of headline is the kind of headline I would like to call state the idea as a question. So when we talk about stating the idea as a question, it could be, for example, could this be the end of Ronaldo? Now, when you see a headline, could this be the end of Ronaldo? Guess what happened? I am asking a question, but I'm stating an idea as a question, and that will pique people's curiosity. All right, so the idea here is a negative question. Pick up an idea and ask it in a negative way. That is also another type of what? Another type of headline. So whatever that I'm saying after the idea stated in a negative way as a question, it must follow a negative body. And that negative body means the negative, your write-up must be a negative story. And that should lead people to taking up on your offer. So you need to learn how to state something popular, something that people know very well, something that is well known. Learn how to state it popular. For example, they say money cannot, you cannot, money can, what's that phrase? There's this negative mindset about money. They say money cannot buy happiness. Money is not planted on trees. So you can state that as an idea in a negative way. All right. So you need to learn how to state something popular and attach something negative and put question mark in front of them. That's the second type of headline you can create. All right. Stating an idea in form of a question in a negative way. All right. And whatever follows it must be a negative body. Now, the third type of headline is what I call the insider secret. Now, the insider secret is me trying to review something that worked for me that nobody knows. Trying to share my secret to a particular thing that worked for me, my secret to success in a particular area that worked for me. For example, this is an example of an insider secret. How I built an 8-figure income business from my sitting room in my bum short without sleeping around with men as an unemployed broke lady. Guess what? Is this not a captivating headline? Let me take it again. How I built an 8-figure income business from my sitting room in my bum short, wearing my bum short, without sleeping around as an unemployed lady. In fact, unemployed broke lady. Let me take it again. How I built an 8-figure income business from my sitting room in my bum short without sleeping around as an unemployed broke lady. That's a powerful headline. That's an insider secret. People like, she's not sleeping around. She's unemployed. She was broke, but she succeeded in building an income, an 8-figure income, not just any kind of income, 8-figure income and a business for that matter. People like, how? I want to know more. That's a curiosity-driven headline, an insider secret. All right. Another headline could be 10 globally proven money skills that can make you 40 streams of income and how you can apply them. You're like, 10 globally proven skills that can give me 40 income stream and how I can apply them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you see the idea here? Curiosity, curiosity. Everybody type curiosity in the comment section. Type curiosity. Your headline must be curiosity driven. So it's either you are using the breaking news headline or the new discovery headline, or you're stating an idea as a question, or you are using the insider secret. Now, in the insider secret, the idea of the insider secret headline is how I achieve X without Y through Z. That is the framework. How I achieved X without Y through Z. All right. So always have that in mind. For example, the headline I gave you, how I built an 8-figure income business from my sitting room in my bum short without sleeping around as an unemployed broke lady. So how I achieve X without Y through Z. Always have that in mind. Once you understand that structure, you can create any kind of headline. All right. So the fourth type of headline is what I'll call controversy. Now, controversy headline, we can call it reverse ideology. Now, controversy is what everybody has heard and believed to be true. They believe in it. But on the other hand, you are coming out to speak against it as a new kind of change. Someone that does this well, I love so much, is Blessing Okoro, Blessing CEO. She's one of the most controversial relationship therapists I have ever seen or known. The lady knows how to turn things upside down. She will come out and say, why side chicks are she'll come out and say, side chicks are the people saving marriages today. Can you imagine that? She's so controversial. Okay, so that's why they call it reverse ideology. For example, ideas don't rule the world. This is a controversy statement. And it's the controversy is contradicting the faith, saying idea rules the world. So I could remember Mark Zuckerberg said idea rules the world, and everybody are like, idea rules the world. And I come out and say, ideas does not rule the world. You'll be curious. Okay, if idea does not rule the world, what else then rules the world? All right. So it's very, very important you note that. Okay. So remember that the goal of our headline here is for you to get your audience to read your first paragraph. It's not just for them to read the headline, but for them to read the first paragraph, the next, and like that in succession. All right. So please, I need you to bear in mind that a good copy is not a function of speed. I also said I'm a victim of this. When I started out as a copywriter, I always want to do things sharp because I'm an executioner. My speed of execution is very, very, is a no-brainer. So I always want to write things fast. And at the end of the day, I discovered that after being fast about things, I'm not producing results. So please always bear in mind that a good copy is not a function of speed. Don't be in a haste to write your headline and your copies. Take your time in writing. Ensure you do your research, study, do the hard work, do the heavy lifting. Ensure that all the hard work is done for you. Ladies and gentlemen, when I realized this, that was last year, December, I was creating I was building a project. Ladies and gentlemen, it took me 4 weeks to write a copy. As in, when I was done and I had to stay back, look at it, I was so proud of myself. 4 good weeks. When I said, okay, I'm going to do this the right way without rushing. Okay, so ensure that you do all the heavy works. Copies take time to write. But guess what? Once it's written, you need to now go back, sleep over it, wake up and go through it, having your mind looking at it afresh, just like a fresh content, so that you can be able to edit it over and over again. Okay, so when you write a copy, sleep over it. No matter how good you feel about it, just sleep over it. Wake up the next day and look at it from a different perspective. Okay, so if you want to know if you have written a very good, fantastic copy, this is all you do. Share it with your friends or share it with your loved ones. Now, they will judge you and correct you. But if they tell you that your copy is great, is nice, is correct, out of love for you, just know that what you wrote is rubbish. You wrote nonsense. They are just telling you it's good just to make you feel good. So the only time, some of you ask, so how do we know when it's correct? I can see your comments today. Now, for you to know when your copy is powerful is the only time your sales copy is amazing is when you show it to your friend and your friend will like, oh my God, I'm interested. When they say that they are interested in what you are selling in the copy, then that is when you will know that you have written a great sales copy. All right. So when you write a copy, revisit it and read it. Your mind should see it as an external copy, and you'll be able to see your mistakes. And when you see your mistakes, guess what? There is room for what? Improvement. So let's try writing a copy together in this live section. Let's try writing a copy. Okay, so let's try and write a copy together right now. Let's call it a classwork. Are you ready? Type ready in the comment section. Type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Let me see how many ready. How many of you are ready for us to try out what I just taught us right now? Fantastic. I can see ready. Joy, I'm ready. Esther, ready. John, I'm ready. Okay, beautiful. Ready, ready, ready. Okay, so before we start, there are things we need to do first before we write a copy. We don't just jump and have a book and pen and start writing copy. No. We need to answer critical questions. I was in a section, a social media marketing section with some of my students, and I was able to write out 12 questions. Whenever I want to write a copy or start a marketing campaign strategy, these 12 questions on this sheet of paper, I do my best to answer all of them. All right. So, but here you don't have 12 questions. All right. This is for a different strategy. But before we write a copy, there's something you need to do. You need to, number one, there are questions you need to ask yourself. Number one, you need to ask yourself, do I have a good product knowledge? Do I have a good knowledge of my product? What are the benefits of my product? When you understand this, then you do what? You write them down. Write at least minimum 20 benefits of your product. That will tell you, yes, you are well knowledgeable of your product. Because you must have a good product knowledge of what you want to sell to your audience in order for you to communicate effectively to them. What your product can do for them. What is in need for them. Okay? So, that's the first question. The second thing you need to do is what? Audience knowledge. You need to have a very good knowledge of your audience. How well do you know your audience? Who are the people you intend to sell to? This will help you to be very, very specific. All right? Now, when you understand the people you're about to sell to, it will help you communicate effectively in your language with them. Okay, so always speak to one person. One of my mentor, a great mentor, he always teaches us, learn how to speak to one person. Whenever you are trying to sell something or communicate something to people, don't focus on speaking to everybody. Just speak to one person. Identify the elephants in the room and speak to one person. All right, so always speak to one person in your copy, even if many people are going to read it. So ensure that in the language of your copy, your reader feels like you are talking to them, like you're talking to him or her personally. Always speak to one person in your copy. Make them feel as if it's personal. You're having a personal conversation with them. Make them to see themselves in what you are saying. All right, very, very important. For example, Do you want to make money? Just, I'm giving you a case study of how to make your copy feel personal, as if you're talking to one person. Do you want to make extra money? Sorry, let's rephrase it. All right. Do you want to make more money and extra income? If you are between the age of 25 to 45 years old, you could be a civil servant, an employee, an entrepreneur, housewife, student, or business owner, and you desire to make more money or even make more sales in your business. Here is an angle of attack. Now, what I just did right now is I'm trying to attack them from the point of view to show them what is possible for them as an average person with the current condition they have. Because if you notice, when I say, do you want to make more money and extra income, and you are between the age of 25 to 45 years old, it doesn't matter if you're a civil servant, an employee, entrepreneur, housewife, student, business owner, but you desire to make more money, or you desire to do what? To sell, to increase your sales in your business. Okay, so what I just did here is I was able to attack them from an angle of what life will look like for them as an average person without any of the above condition. That's the idea I'm trying to bring in here. So what can life be like for them if they have so much money, if they have all the money that they could ever need right now? That's the angle of attack. Okay, so that is the heaven that I want to promise them. So our copy is for them to take the decision to jump out of hell and jump into heaven. That's the idea. All right, so that is our mandate for today. That's what we are trying to achieve in this classwork. So we need to focus. How can we get these people to jump out from hell and jump into heaven? So this is what we want to achieve. So are we ready? If you're ready, put a fire emoji in the comment section. Say, I'm ready. All right, so our audience are people who want to make more money, right? Fantastic. But it's still generic. It's not specific. We are still doing generalizing them. We've not niched down. So pay attention and take note that you need to niche down and be specific. All right. So that's the first thing. That's the second thing you need to do. Product knowledge, audience knowledge. And the third is what? Strategy. Okay. So what's the strategy that you want to use in captivating the attention of your audience? So the strategy we want to use here is we want to use a sales page that gives them a link to make a payment so that they can enroll in any of our services or product that we are selling. Okay, so our strategy is a sales page. So our sales page will have a call to action that will take them straight to a payment page or take them to a live webinar that explains more, that at the end have a call to action that will take them to the payment page. Now, all this I just said is dependent on the sales funnel that you are using. All right, so this is the strategy that we are trying to employ here. So that's the strategy we are going to employ. And we are going to use this strategy in form of a text format or a video format. All right, so that is the third thing we need to do before we start writing a sales copy. The fourth thing we need to do is what? Research. Everybody type research. Research is very, very, very important. And that is why you see multi-billion-dollar firms, organizations spending so much on what? Research. Very important. So you need to research on the location of the people that you want to sell to. Where do these people gather? Where do they congregate? What is their purchasing power? Am I going to find them on social media or offline? Am I going to see them in a golf course? Am I going to interrupt them? How am I going to interrupt them? How do I get them to come to me? These are important questions that you need to answer. Very, very important. All right. So if your research, at the end of your research, you discover that your ideal audience, they are on Facebook and Instagram, then you could want to say, okay, since they're on Facebook and on Instagram, and I know that their attention lifespan is very low, I'm going to use what I call the interruptive marketing strategy. So in an interruptive marketing strategy, you want to start with the end in mind. You want to start with their pain point in mind. Because when you are able to speak to someone's pain point, you're like, this is me. Let me pause and see, what are you talking about? For example, you can say, are you a stay-at-home mom? The moment any stay-at-home mom sees that, they'll pause and like, this person is talking to me. What are they saying? All right. So for example, things are now I've given you one example. Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a stay-at-home mom? Another example is, things are now expensive because of high exchange rate. Imagine if that is the pain point you're picking in your advert as a hook to grab their attention. So everybody that knows that things are expensive because of exchange rate, they will pause. You could say your net worth is not increasing. Now, you know that people that are suffering from losing so much will pay attention to you. All right. So these three examples can help you. I believe you now have an idea of what I'm trying to communicate to you. All right. So the above example I just gave right now it shows people's experience, what people are faced with. And this is the reason why they want to make more money. Why? Because their salary is not increasing, but their expenses is increasing. The rate of things in the market are going high because of exchange rate. They are stay-at-home moms and they want to do better for themselves. All right. So when you identify these pain points, you tie it to a story and grab their attention and bring them into your sales funnel. All right. So we will deal with this deeper. I don't want to go deeper. We'll deal with this in our next section. And that is why it's very important for you to ensure you subscribe to this channel. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, follow and turn on your post notification so that when we schedule for our next live section, you'll be informed and you come prepared. All right. So once you have your product knowledge, your audience knowledge, you have your strategy, and you are able to carry out your research to know which of the social media you are going to use in interrupting the attention of your audience based on where they congregate. The next thing you need to do, remember the 4 things: audience knowledge, product knowledge, strategy, and what? Research. The next thing you need to do is send them a message. Send a message to these people that you want to connect with. Okay, send them a message and connect.